Thank you, Melusine. Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to welcome you to this webinar about characterization of wind turbulence for offshore wind applications. For this webinar, we'll focus on the results of the project called POWSEIDOM and the ongoing work of the NEMO projects. And I say projects because there are two projects called NEMO, one called DRACCAR-NEMO, GIP, led by France Énergie Marine, and another one called ICOM-NEMO, led by Fraunhofer. And we are very pleased that we managed to establish this strong collaboration through those two twin projects. Here are the speakers today and the colleagues that will be able to answer your questions today. And about that, don't hesitate to post some questions in the chat. We will have some time at the end of this webinar to answer it. My name is Luxcey. I'm a research manager at France Énergie Marine. I have the lead of the site characterization team, of which Maxime, Thiebaud, and Tanguy Lunel are part of, and they will present their work. Colleagues from Fraunhofer IVES are here today as well, Julia Gottschall and Hanye Ruhola Nejad. Also a colleague from Vesala, Julian Dijkgewand, will share his thoughts and the insight from a LiDAR manufacturer perspective. And two experts from EDF and EDF Renouvelables, Eric Dupont and Cédric Dallozo, will also have a session to share the main perspective from an offshore wind developer with you regarding wind turbulence. So here is the agenda of today. I will start with some elements of introduction and context. Then Maxime will present some work that we did in the project regarding Taylor wind LiDAR profilers to enhance wind turbulence measurements. Tanguy will also present his work regarding numerical studies using mesoscale models and downscaling to LES simulations. Then Julian will present some aspects about the wind LiDAR profilers for improved turbulence measurements. And then we will come Julia, presenting new methods for turbulence measurements and models in offshore wind. And the last word will be given to Eric and Cédric, sharing their insight about the industrial perspective when it comes to offshore wind turbulence measurements. And finally, we will have, as I mentioned, question answer session. So don't hesitate during the webinar to post questions in the chat. We will gather them and answer it at the end of this webinar. We will have time for that. Okay. Some context about this first project we will present today. The main results of it. The POWSEIDOM project started in 2021 and ended in 24. The main goal was to answer the industrial needs by refining characterization of the wind turbulence to improve the wind turbine design and adjust the safety factors as closely as possible to what is actually needed. And the objective of the project was to first overcome the lack of wind and turbulence data, in particular in the Mediterranean Sea, and to propose some specific recommendation for the design of offshore wind turbine in this region, focusing on the wind turbulence aspects. During this POWSEIDOM project, we produce some results very interesting results regarding datasets that we produced to compare LiDAR measurements with anemometers. And we also produced a process dataset that is representative of 1 year measurements with mean winds and direction, turbulence intensity, dissipation, low-level jets, thanks to a measurement campaigns on island, which can be considered as an offshore site, as it is far from the coast. Second point is development of the methodology to characterize the turbulence based on LiDAR profiler measurements, applying the so-called variance method that Maxime will also mention today. And the last aspect of this POWSEIDOM project was a measurement campaign that we made to produce a data set of moving LiDAR in a controlled environment, meaning on a hexapod, to start developing a methodology and an algorithm for motion compensation for LiDAR profiler in the view of characterizing the measurement at sea on floating supports. And based on those results, limitations were identified, and we decided to launch a second project called DRACCAR-NEMO, which we managed to couple with ICON-NEMO, which is the project led by Fraunhofer. So we have two twins projects working together in close collaborations. We just had a plenary meeting last week in Paris all together. It was really nice. And this DRACCAR-NEMO project is focusing on the sector needs that is formulated as a need for new methodologies and tools to characterize the turbulence, especially in the context of prospection of offshore wind sites. And this project is articulated. It is an ongoing project. It's articulated around four main aspects. First one is a review and redefinition of turbulence metrics. Second one is instrumentation improvements to characterize the atmospheric turbulence. Third point is numerical approaches to model the turbulent flows. And the last point is the use of data-driven methods to reconstruct offshore wind metrics offshore. And the partners of this project are displayed here. Yes, and I take the opportunity to present this project to also mention that this project benefits from our METMAST in Fécamp, which is placed in the English Channel, and which you can see on this picture on the right-hand side, and which we use to deploy LiDARs and anemometers to characterize the wind and the wind turbulence.